So a lot of people have asked me about confidence. How do you increase your confidence? How do you navigate trying something new or speaking in front of people, any of those kinds of things? And I would love today to give you 3 tools to increase your confidence that might be a little bit different than what you've seen before. So tool number 1. Who does that lack of confidence belong to? Really, who does it belong to? Look at when you were a child, were you confident? I know so many, I worked with kids for a really long time, and I know kids think that they can do everything. They're going to fly. They're going to change the world. They're going to become the president. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And they actually learn to have a lack of confidence. They learn to be realistic. They learn through bad experiences that it's not safe to be seen, or you're going to get judged if you're in a room full of people, or you're not appropriate. There's these learned things. And sometimes it's actually even just where we see the people around us having lack of confidence, we go, oh, that's the appropriate way to be. Maybe your mom had a total lack of confidence and you just loved and adored her. So then you thought, well, that's how you are a kind person, is when you're what you've decided humble means, or withdrawn, or unseen. Who does that lack of confidence even belong to? Is it yours? If it's not yours, and I'm suspecting that it's probably not yours, there's a really easy tool to start to clear it out. If you want to go a deeper dive into the who does it belong to, you can check out this video over here. Essentially, it's acknowledging, oh, this isn't mine. Whatever it is, whatever you bought, whatever story you're telling yourself, and then you return all of that to sender with consciousness attached. It doesn't mean that you're going to make people less confident. They already have it. It's just that you're actually moving it out of your space, out of your world, out of your belief system. Yes. And you just clear it out, let it go. And really acknowledging is 98% of the work here. Just acknowledge, oh my gosh, it's actually not mine. This lack of confidence is not mine. So from that space, now you can start to actually have some more fun. You can really get a little bit more clear on what is true for you. So number 2, get in front of people. Now, if you are a little bit shy, you have a lack of confidence, I may have just terrified you, or maybe because you just let go of all of that lack of confidence, you're like, tell me more. What are you talking about? What do you love talking about? Like, what do you love so much? It's so interesting to you, or you're so educated on, or it's just so fun for you. Maybe it's even gossiping. Okay, whatever it is, if maybe you just love talking about a particular TV series and you want to talk about the characters, and you want to talk about the settings and the clothing design. Maybe you love talking about animals. Maybe you love talking about your garden. Get in front of people and start talking with no expectation of yourself. Okay, and what's going to happen is, if you're not used to this, the first couple times you might feel like you're going to die, or you're going to fall over, or something really awful is going to happen. But when that awful thing does not happen, it's going to start to break apart this idea, this belief that you have about whatever it means to talk in front of people. And it could even be just a Facebook Live, an Instagram Live on your phone. It doesn't have to be physically in someone's space, but give yourself these, and you could start really small. It could be one-on-one. It could be in front of 2 people. Create the space for you to start to practice being seen, practice engaging with people, And that confidence is going to grow. So maybe it's not public speaking. Maybe it's not about that. Okay. So maybe it's, how do I have confidence in my skill as a writer? How do I have confidence in my, my ability to play tennis? Practice. It's the action of doing it. It's the choice to do it anyways. You know what? I feel really comfortable. I'm going to do it anyways. First time I made a video, I was super uncomfortable. Probably the first 100 videos ever made. Super uncomfortable, but I was going to do it anyways because I made that choice and I showed up. And every time it got not only easier, but greater. It was more enjoyable for me once I was able to move through all the crunchiness and the stuff that I had bought of what it meant and the expectations I had of me. We should clear the expectations. So all the expectations you have of you, when you have expectations of you, that can disrupt the confidence flow for sure, because now you are constantly judging yourself to that expectation. So if it's, how do I have confidence in becoming a writer, for example? Now, if you have an expectation, like the first time you put out writing, that you're going to win some like massive award and your book or your poem or your blog or your piece is going to go viral, and you have this massive expectation of yourself and of your work, oh my goodness, no wonder people don't start. Why would you even start from that space? Let go of all the expectations. What if you just did it for the fun of it? What if you just did it to change the world, however that shows up? Like, there could be one person. I once did a video. It was a video interview. Okay. And that video went out into the world for about an hour. And then the person who interviewed me, their channel, they had accidentally deleted the video out of existence. And it was like I thought it was a really great video. And someone reached out to me shortly after and said, hey, I just watched your video and I have to say, it literally changed my life. And I realized, I'm like, okay, that was an hour of my time. And then I ended up doing it again. So it was like 2 hours of my time plus all the prep. And it changed one person's life. That was worth it to me. I don't care if anyone else saw it. I contributed to one person on this planet. What if your work is going to do that? Would you be willing to do it for one person? And then it might just be your life that changes because you put something out, because you took that step. You're willing to choose it anyways. And you put that blog out without an expectation of anyone seeing it or reading it. You just put it out there. You put yourself out there. You took that step. No expectations. Let them go. They're silly. They're judgment factories and completely useless. Okay? What if you were just doing it because it might be fun, because it might challenge you, because you might change from it, you might grow from it, something greater might happen, like your confidence growing. Okay, now this is maybe one of the weirdest, wackiest, the last one here for you. Weirdest, wackiest tools to use that I got from a class called Right Voice for You. So I took a lot of these workshops around the world, and they talk through the 3 days of all sorts of things to do with having your voice in the world. And one of the exercises that they gave us at a lunchtime was to get as many no's. I think it was like to get a minimum of 10 no's. N-O. That's what I'm saying. No's. So our challenge was to go around and ask people for things that we were sure they would say no to. Like, could I have your shirt? Hey, would you be willing to pay for my lunch? Do you want to get married? And go around. And so all of us from the class were going around asking the most bizarre things of people with the challenge of to get as many no's as possible. What this does is one of the biggest fears that we have, this thing that creates this lack of confidence, is fear of rejection. And getting a no, most of us have decided, means that we just got rejected, right? So our fear of rejection, our fear of getting the no is holding us back. So if you actually go out and do the thing and you go to actually target getting the thing that you're afraid of, it never owns you again. You're never going to be afraid of getting a no again because it has no power over you. So try out these fun, weird, bizarre techniques and let me know in the comments below if what shows up for you. I want to know if anyone took up the no challenge and if they out-created 10. It would be really cool to hear if someone got like 40 no's or something. And please, if you like this video, like it, hit the bell, subscribe, all the things, share this with a friend. And if you say no, it's okay. I'm okay with the no's now. And what if confidence wasn't anything that you thought it was? And what if some of the people that you see out there that you think are confident are actually not? What if confidence was a gratitude for yourself, a willingness to show up no matter what people are going to judge you for or as, and knowing that you matter, you are valuable. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.